Hey, Crown Besties, welcome back to the Crown Room. Listen, if you're a girl in your 20s that's looking for a sister to hold her hand while we navigate this 20s, this is the place to be. This is the right room. In today's episode, I am not alone. I'm with my life bestie, the one who holds my hand. Sometimes I hold hands, sometimes she holds mine, even if it's at the edge of the pinkies. Welcome to my show.
Thank you so much for
Welcome to the
having
show.
me. Thank
The
you.
place where it's all about it.
Hmm.
How have you been, Mkhoti?
I've been alive. Like what's crazy? Been alive. Life is lifing, but the battle is not mine.
Um, what has been your latest achievement?
I bought a Lacrosse cup.
You're
So
always
happy.
gonna mention the
I always
lacrosse.
mention it. I'll always
Le
mention it. I will always mention it.
Coffee. I'm sure coffee tastes different from
It
the
it,
cup.
it, it like it flows and it doesn't burn.
No,
Like
and
no matter like it doesn't matter how hot it is, it won't burn you. Cause
Nice.
Le Creuset.
Get le crusade.
Yeah.
What? Why is so much the incident that happened with the le crusade cup?
No, that one.
The eating.
It was a
The
minor
eating
thing.
was not eating there at the end of the cup, but I'm glad that you got your cup. Hey.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Life update on my side. I've just been a floating object on ground screen earth. Like you said, Ubuti, it's not in your hands anymore. It's all over to God. Something new that has happened, I don't know. Like, I've just been resting, if I can say. I've just been resting. While I've been trying to rest.
How do you rest? You rest.
Ishma, I'd rather rest, eh? I'd rather rest. I've been resting because it's been a hectic June. It's been a hectic June. It's been a hectic May. You know what's been going down in June. Without like going into detail, it was very emotionally demanding, mentally demanding. That I even went off social media for like a few weeks. And yeah, I just felt Gucci. Let me just be in my space, isolate a bit. Did I really isolate? Wait, there's this video that I saw. Someone was saying, Gucci, just because you are ignoring, just because we substitute the things that we want to get rid of instead of actually getting rid of them. It's like, for an example, you say that you want to stop drinking, but just because you actually stop drinking, you substituted it with something else, like smoking. So I saw myself actually in the same habit because I got into isolation to get off of social media, ne? And I got off WhatsApp, but I substituted WhatsApp with YouTube. And I saw someone comment that as well, and I was like, was I really isolating, or was I just, I don't know, maybe I was running away from WhatsApp specifically and IG, but because I still need to be present on social media platforms for the Crown Room. It was quite difficult to
maybe
navigate.
just your social batteries were just dead.
My social battery was dead, Mokoti. I don't want to lie. Like, I just wanted to communicate with those who I needed to communicate with. But other than that, yes, people are used to me being the social butterfly, the one that carries conversations everywhere I go. But it just got so exhausting because every time I show up, people are expecting me to, yeah, and I would literally just arrive and be like, guys, not today.
Your cup
like,
is
please,
empty. You are running low.
There was this week at work, Mokozi, everyone is yabbering, conversation is hot, topic is hot. And I just entered and I sat down and I just looked at my phone. I just said, guys, I'm here, but please continue with your conversation. Like, please don't include me in it. Because they kept on calling my name. Like they kept on calling my name, expecting me to get late. Because usually hey, but at that point in time, I was just like, I do have something to say.
You don't have the energy.
I don't. I don't. So June has been alright, but we're still alive.
What was your highest and your lowest in June?
My highest was, I think my highest will always be recording, because I always get discouraged when I see, when I'm on it, and it's a conversation that I was having with my social media manager, Guti. Now the numbers are getting into my head, when you post certain videos, they the views are high, you know. And then when you post certain videos, the views are low. So I was in a phase where I'm like, are we shadow banned? Because now the views are not viewing anymore. You know, the people following on TikTok, it's stuck there, you know. YouTube, it's stuck there, like it's stuck there. There's no movement. So I got so discouraged that I also said to my social media manager, I'm thinking we should just like take a break. Because I gotta, even though I'm in isolation, I want to take a break from everything, including the podcast. And she kept on pushing me. She said, we are pushing these episodes whether people are gonna view it or not. So I think my highest was the fact that I was able to release those 2 episodes. And my lowest, that was my lowest, like, oh, that was my highest. My lowest was, oh, I had a job interview and it didn't go well, son. But we're not gonna cry. Takala's not to say it. Takala's not to say it. Didn't go well. It didn't go well, but I'm grateful to the people that I have around me. I mean, remember I called you and I bawled my eyes out. I was able to navigate that, so I'm in a better space now. But that was the lowest, if I can say. Another low is one of my friends. One of my friends is moving. One of my work besties' friends. She's moving to another workplace, so it's a lot. It takes a lot of mental preparedness, you know. We're still gonna keep in touch over the phone, but it's not the same because I know in the workspace, when I am crashing out, I can literally just look for her in the building and be like, "Where's this girl? We're going for a drive." But now it's not gonna be the same.
You're gonna crash out in the bathroom.
I'm gonna video call you. And it's not the same in the sense that like I'm gonna look for her, I'm not gonna find her. I'm gonna call her, then she's not gonna be available.
Yeah.
Because we're working different
Times.
place. You get me? So it hasn't sunk in yet because I've been working remotely. I feel like it's only gonna sink in when we go back to work. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but yeah. Those are my 2 lows.
You'll be fine.
I'll be good.
You don't have a choice.
Do I?
You don't.
I don't.
It's not your battle.
The show goes on.
It's not your battle.
So, Mkhoti, I wanted to talk about something. There's something that I came across on social media this week. Crazy things. I don't know if I should send it to you. Let me send it to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you. So, this video, okay, I think you've seen this trend, yeah, things that my parents do that would send a strict parent into a coma. Ne? Yeah,
Felicia is thinking that girl is brave. That girl is brave. When the father goes to sleep, takes the Wi-Fi. I heard someone in the comments saying that he puts it under the pillow.
So if you're in a relationship, wrap it up. So everyone started hopping onto the trend. Everyone is now posting their things. And now I started seeing these videos. I want to send you this girl, ne? I'm going to send you this girl's video. So she's basically saying,
into a coma. Okay, please keep in mind that these are things that my parents do. If you guys do things differently in your home, that is completely okay. Firstly, my parents buy us alcohol and we all drink together. My dad doesn't drink, but he's.
I want to tell you the one that caught me off guard. Firstly, she said her parents buy her alcohol, ne? It's fine. We're letting that one slide. It's fine. I'm gonna tell you the one that caught me.
Legal age. And when I say drinking with us, I just mean like having a glass of wine together or like a cider.
Don't know about having a glass of wine though.
It's normal.
Oh, you do that?
I do that with my mom.
Outside our home for the first time. She wanted us to experience
Saba world to be you.
For the first time that we were experiencing alcohol. So that
there's this one, man. Let me look for it.
And it worked because my brother and I would never be seen outside smoking drunk or anything like that. Secondly, my parents don't care about tattoos and piercings. You don't even have to
She said her parents don't care about tattoos or piercings. She said my parents don't care about tattoo or piercings.
Yes. And what's the problem?
Would your parent be fine with? I mean, piercing is piercing, ne? But like, if you show up with this, what would your parents say?
I don't think they'll have a problem.
Okay, if you show up with multiple piercings? Because when she says piercings, it's something else because you can take them out. You know, like even if you have this one here, you can take it out. You can hide it. You can play around with it. I mean, no one still knows. You get my point. But like tattoos.
Okay, so I, for one, know for a fact that my dad wouldn't have a problem with a tattoo. Why am I saying this? Because he literally at some point said, I'm going to take you to get your first tattoo.
What?
I said, what do you mean? He said, no. On your leg, you have beautiful legs. It will. You see that? You see those tattoos that is rosy here on your leg.
Yeah.
He wanted me to get that. I said, you're lying. There's no way.
Your mom?
My mom said, pack your things and leave. If that is the situation, leave. Pakistan.
That is expected coming from your mom.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say that your mom was fine with it because...
But also, my mom wouldn't have a problem because my sister has a tattoo.
But what was her reaction when she saw the tattoo?
Literally, she was like... She came home and then she was like, ta-da! And my mom was like, She never spoke about it.
But it doesn't mean she's cool with it though, right?
But what can she do? What can she do? Domestos. What is this flute?
The second one, Mohoti, that I saw. Let me cook. Yes, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out, okay?
Here are things that my parents do that would send a strict parent into a coma, part 2. So firstly, my parents told us that we are welcome to bring our partners over for a sleepover at the house. And I remember my brother would always bring his girlfriend for sleepovers. And she was well taken care of. So we are allowed to bring our partners and they are allowed to sleep over in our room.
In whose household?
Who are we blaming?
In whose household? So she's basically saying that her parents are fine with them bringing their partners over for sleepovers and them sleeping in the same room on the same bed. Utini?
No.
Know how? Like, elaborate. Know how?
Shame for me. If that's the case, they're gonna meet a lot of boyfriends.
Let's talk about it in the dynamic of Henu. Do you imagine? How do you think your parents would? Have you ever tried it?
No. They don't even.
I mean, basically, she's saying I don't think was it you bring your partner over like, oh no, Tepo is here and no, it's fine, he can sleep over. Or was it sit down like, no, if you guys bring your partners over and they can sleep over and it's good. Where are we living?
At the age that I am, my parents still don't like the idea of me having a boyfriend.
You get me? How old are we? We are in our mid-20s too.
We're not even mid anymore.
Bro, we are we're approaching our 30s. Well, what do you mean sleep over?
We can't even go out to sleep over.
My sister, do you know how much you have to lie? You have to come up with a story and call Uspan Bani and say,
now I'm attending something. My friend is having a ceremony and I need to sleep over. No.
Uzoti. No, ngiyakubhalisa, ngiyolala kubhalisa.
Kanti Palisa is where?
Palisa is where? No. Palisa is on a vacation in Cape Town, my babe. Palisa is on a vacation. Like, and it's not even like in a judgmental way, but I get what she means when she says
personally, I'm judging.
Why are you judging? Who are you judging? Her or the parents?
The parents.
why are you judging the parents? Because I feel like everyone has their own, how can I say this? Every household has its own do's and don'ts.
I get that. But now, okay, I get the whole bring your boyfriend, sleep over, trust and all of that and all of that. But now, when it gets to a point where you are now not with Osbanbani and now you're bringing
Yeah,
another
yeah,
boyfriend or
yeah.
girlfriend in the house, are they also going to allow that?
Because the downside is that this person is not your partner. You're not even, we're just assuming Wuti. They don't have a child together. They're not married even. So basically, they are opening room for their children to be promiscuous, if we can say.
Exactly.
Like, don't drag us, please. We're just analyzing. Like, it's opening room for, okay, so this month, imagine it's me and I have talk, because you know my life is a joke. But like, imagine this week Kitebo, next week Kitabo, next week Kitabelo. I get what you mean in that aspect. I get what you mean, but I think more than anything, their parents are just trying to build that trust. Hore, you can be open to us about your relationships and what's on, which is so crazy because I saw another video on social media where this lady was saying, I'm so grateful for the family that I come from because rona heso ha re dlale nthonyana tsena tsa hore batho ba tlise their partners, like someone who you're not married to. Nahana fela o so fihlisa girlfriend o dutse mo ho ntso thwe o mongwe a thetse na le dihleng bathong ha na le, like it eradicates a lot of things because now ubhuti uzoza nona lady, the next thing uzoza no verushka, the next, like it's sort of confused, and I was like can say the same, but like,
and at that time ha ba bue ka wena, ba bua ka Valencia o mong a natlile last week. Yo.
so basically your family knows your different girlfriends.
Exactly.
Okay, now that you mentioned like that, I get it. But like it shows also some households, like, yeah, some households they have it nice, eh? They have it nice. Hi, Mkhosi, they have it nice. I get Kibona. They're comfortable with
Personally,
that.
they would judge me, Sham.
Boma.
If my parents were to do that, they would be so disappointed.
Because
even 3 weeks or 3 months, I'm gonna be with this one.
You get me?
Other, you understand?
You
Next
get
time,
me?
I'm coming with Katleho. Next time, I'm coming with Kamu. Because also, I feel like
next time you're coming with Kabelo.
Because also, I feel like, also, when did it start? When did they allow this? At what age? Do you understand? Did they allow it in high school?
Because you're basically saying, if you're saying, it's fine. I think to a certain extent it's fine if they are over for like dinner or just to pick you up because you're going guy. They're like, no, lady, it's fine. That one is understandable. I don't know
At
if you
what
agree with
age?
me. I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking like early 20s.
Oh no, that's
I'm thinking
fine.
early 20s. No, lady, it's fine if you can bring Gabelo over just to have lunch. Or if Gabelo can come, when Gabelo comes, it's fine. You can have a boyfriend, have the freedom of having a boyfriend. But now when we talk about, now when we get to the part where room sleeping together. Eh?
No, saying it's a breakfast.
No, so but let's not even talk. Get one a breakfast. So you are fine with them.
As a parent, yes, I'm assuming. And your father, as his daughter, your father knows that next door,
So,
Viasha. No. No. No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, we don't know. Please let us know how you feel about this. Listen. We don't judge. We are just.
I listen.
Do you judge?
Yes.
Okay, but Mokgotsi. Mokgotsi, but it's not your household.
It's not. And stuff.
Please let us know what you think in the comment section about this because this has been a trend on social media and that one caught my eyes. That one caught my ears because I tried imagining what it would be like, given the background that we come from, the upraising, and coming on social media and realizing we don't all come from the same households, that some households have it nice, and some of us were still scared of sneaking out just to go see someone during the day. So please let us know what type of households, what your strict parents would allow, wouldn't allow. Do you have easy parents? Sometimes very gentle parenting.
That's true.
Gentle parenting. Life haina manual. It's parenting haina manual. Parenting haina manual. So please let us know in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think about this. Which brings me to this conversation, Mokgoti. After seeing that video, after seeing actually those types of videos that talks about things our parents do, strict parents, blah 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 blah, it made me realize how, like I said, Hore, we come from different backgrounds, different upbringings, and family dynamics are so crazy because I don't know if you've experienced it, and you sit with your other friends and then they say, oh no, like they say something that your mom wouldn't allow, or they say something that your dad wouldn't allow. An example, I would say that no, my mom is fine with me coming at home after 10 p.m. And you don't relate. Like you have that little bit of envy, and it's not that your mom wouldn't necessarily allow you. It's just intloni or letswalo leo lo ntse o na le lona hore, hey, yeah, no, I don't want to be scolded. Yeah, no, I have to think multiple times about that. Ne? So then I just got led to having this thought. It was also a conversation that I was having with someone during the week, like parenting dynamics, in the sense, how, especially in our 20s, because I think this specific topic should be directed to us in our 20s. We said that we are there. To that.
We're finishing the calendar.
We are there, and you're still under your parents' household, and you're okay, let's not even say you're under your parents' household, but you're treated like a child, but you're expected to be an adult. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
You are carrying so many responsibilities. Wasebeta, bro, you pay bills.
I pay bills. I buy electricity.
You buy electricity.
I pay for my water.
You buy groceries. You buy groceries. Bro.
No.
Upatala TFG. You get me. Yeah. You help out with some things in the household. Like you're the adult. You're the core adult. You're in your core adulting prime. Then there comes a time where you're treated like a child. You can't go out freely. Let's be honest about that.
Yeah.
There's some sort of guilt that you still have, yeah, no. My sister, you're in your late 20s, early 30s. Or with your parents is gonna call you consistently. Yes. Or you need to consistently report to,
I'm still fine. Don't worry, my babe. I'm good. Then when you send your mom a location, you know what I know. I'm gonna stop giving her any updates. I'm here. Just look at my live location.
Listen, and videos. And what's even worse about that is maybe the type of people that you also go out with. Like, if you go out with Masesi, your parents would be more comfortable than saying you're going out with Utebello from somewhere. So you even have to take videos to show Hori. Now you're in your child zone. Let's even talk about the fact that because you said that earlier on, Hori. What did you say? You're expected to get married, but yet you're scared to date, bro. Because when you date, when you go out, bro.
Now all of a sudden when you get a call, you're all sitting in the dining room, you get a call, now you stand up and go to the kitchen. Why? Why? But then when there's a family gathering, hey, open Konyana, Njani. Okay.
How does that make you feel though? Because I feel like we all go through this in somewhat sort.
I think with me, it's not really with my parents. It's mostly like aunts and yeah.
And your parents are, how are they adjusting to that, the fact that you're grown? I feel like parents' views at a certain point, like they stop at a certain age. It's like in their mind, you're still 16 years old. Like they still view you as a 16-year-old, but they expect you to act like the 20-something-year-old that you are when it comes to certain things.
I think with some, okay, I'm not gonna say with parents, but with some parents, it's very important to have like a conversation, and you can't have a conversation if they don't trust you, because what you're saying, they're not even gonna care.
But what conversation?
Just
sitting them down.
Sit them down and I guess understand what they want from you as much as what you want from them.
But what if what they want from you, you can't measure up to that, or you can't actually, or you don't have the capacity to actually be that?
Then you actually tell them. You tell them.
But then do you think there's going to be like a sort of a, okay, what change are you hoping for when you tell them?
Well, in this case, what are we actually talking about now?
We're talking about, I get when we sit our parents down.
Yes.
And we have a conversation with them about what? The fact that they need to keep up with the fact that you're an adult now, I get.
But I think it goes with what is currently going on in your life at that point, or what you would like them to trust you, quote unquote, trust you with.
Trust you with what?
Like, for instance, when you now are starting to be in a relationship, you know, there comes a point where you now have to talk to your parents, or you tell your mom that, hey, hey, you understand? So I need to now, how do you feel about me dating? Because I had a conversation with my mom, and I knew for the longest time that's the reason why I didn't have.
I remember the conversation. I remember the conversation. You're like, hey.
So,
you know.
By the way, but also,
but I mean, no, wait, sorry to interject you. Okay, are we talking about, because in your situation, the only reason you had the conversation was because you got flowers and you couldn't. Guys,
no.
If you want to announce, I'm actually realizing it's a pattern with my friends.
Yeah.
Like, when you want to announce to your parents or you're in a relationship,
bring a bouquet of flowers.
Will you be my girlfriend?
How you put it in checkers? You put it in checkers. You put it in checkers. You thought it was cute.
Yo, guys. You're saying the conversation with your mom?
No, I think telling my mom, I told her when I started being in a relationship.
Okay.
I told her, I'm like, listen, this is what's happening, right? And I'm telling you this so that if I go anyway, I want you to know exactly where I'm going. Should anything happen to me, you're not gonna say, oh no, Naledi Wite, where home says. That time, my sister Oko campus doesn't know where Naledi is. You understand? Now they don't know
where to look for you.
You understand? Yeah. So with me, I told her exactly that. I'm like, listen, this is why I'm telling you. And then she was like, oh, okay, no, that's fine. However, with my dad, that's a different situation. I know. As long as my mom knows, my dad doesn't have to know. It's fine. At least one parent knows.
If she knows, he knows.
At least one parent knows.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's not going to be comfortable about it because how, you know.
Exactly. And with especially the fact that I was not living at home. I didn't answer. There was a time where I didn't answer my phone because I was busy with my man. So I didn't want it to be a situation. Yo, she's missing. Yeah. Remember that time when my mom called, and they were like, when they called the other friend of ours, and then they said, we don't know when the lady is. Hey, this, hey that. That time, I'm fine.
You're sleeping.
I'm sleeping.
I was saying Hore, but I think you were pushed into that situation because you were in a situation where you're outside of home. So obviously, as a natural instinct for a parent, every time when you become very concerned about your child more than you are when they're with you. Because when you're at home, like you can just say, oh no, get like your home. You can lie. You can even lie and say, get like your home says you can't know. Lord, hey, it was so nice back then because you just like you just know, I, but then yeah, I'm saying with you, it's better, not better, but like you were pushed into such a situation because you were outside of home. So your parents were very they worrying tontonzi were there, Let's say it comes to me, I'm sitting in I'm sitting here. I've been here. It's quite difficult for me to navigate it. I think you were pushed to have that conversation with your parent. And there are people out there that have conversations like that with their parent because they were pushed to have it. You don't even give detail because also in your situation it's tricky because you don't know if it's gonna last. you know you don't know if it's gonna
Did it
last.
last? Did it last?
Did it last?
Yo. I
But
regret to tell you my mother.
But my thing is, it's gonna happen again with someone.
And
So
it
of
did
course
happen.
you exactly. So of course you have to already let them know, mentally prepare them. Uguti, this and this is going on, But there's someone out there who's like me, who stays under the roof, and bro, I'm still scared to like because it no longer slaps doing things during the day. Sometimes you want to go in the night, in the evening, and it's
What
we want
happens
to,
at night?
yeah,
What happens
we
at night?
want to go to a restaurant, fine dining, fine dining. Want to go to Groove, want to go to an event. I can only lie to a certain extent. Lying becomes exhausting.
Yes.
It becomes exhausting because sometimes you overexhaust your lies. Naledi is no longer here. I can't say I'm going to Naledi. Naledi is not here, bro. I can't lie say I'm going to Naledi. The people that I hang out with most of the time, they're not here. So what do I say now? It becomes a silence. Like it's just a type of sign language, like just you can even hear outside.
You hear that? That car. That car sounds very
you
familiar.
see where it's parked. See where it's parked. Oh, okay. Then you just I'm outside. Okay,
I'm
so now
outside. If I hoot 2 times, just know that
it's me. Hey,
Ah.
but sometimes it's ring there, no, I did not announce, and you just don't, you just hear by the engine or the sound of the what so not,
Yeah.
and now you're already thinking, you're spiraling, Wuti. How am I gonna explain this?
How am I gonna leave?
How am I gonna leave?
Because I can't go to the shops all the time.
You
Every
no.
day I need to come back with those loads.
Can then again?
Yeah.
Every day you go slow. Every day. Correct. Just to leave
Now you need to have 5 rand for every day.
But it's so difficult because now that is the child me, But then the adult me is being asked, Uguti, bro, you've gotten your qualifications. You've secured a career, or you've secured a job, you've secured independence. Yes, you still live here. When are you getting married? Now but they're asking the adult you, but you're treated like a child because you have to report where you're going, what time you're coming back, whom are you going with, who is that person. Sometimes you don't want to announce such things, like the video that we were talking about, Hori. It ibula a door of disrespect because now you're coming with different partners and what so not. But how do we make our parents adjust to the fact that you at this age, you can't ask me about when I'm getting married, you can't ask me about when I'm getting a child, when you don't even allow me to, not even if you don't say it with your mouth, I can see in your actions or your behavior towards me that you don't like it when I go into a car or when I enter a car. So I don't know what to do. It becomes an internal conflict. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but it becomes an internal conflict. I'm sure there's someone out there that's experienced this because I've also experienced it. You don't want to do it because you don't want to hurt your parent, but at the same time, you want to make your parent proud because they want to see you married. But
and also, I think it's that the problem with neighbors. The problem with neighbors.
I'm a neighbor.
Next thing they're gonna say, yo,
How busy? How busy?
yo, wana mama telling yo, yana lipole e blue, yeah. So now your mom is gonna be like, yay, yeah, no, slow down a bit.
This is what your parent is trying to avoid. But like, it's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. And I think that's why I say having a conversation, guys. Having a conversation and making sure that you don't. It's gonna be very difficult, but I guess not embarrassing your parents. I don't know how.
But even my thing is, with I hear you saying having a conversation. It's easy for me to have these conversations. In fact, I was speaking with someone during the week, and I was telling them that it's so easy having these conversations with my aunt. And I tell them, "Hore, are you guys aware that at this age I'm supposed to be doing this, doing that, doing that, but there's this childlike treatment that I'm getting from you guys, but at the same time, you want me to be an adult. Like, I can't freely date because I'm conscious of the people that I'm living with, or you can see in their behavior, like I say. So it's so easy for me to have these conversations with my aunt, Hore. Guys, you need to start kulani inhliziyo, you know, like, I can't move out. I don't want to move out. But okay, let me say, even when I want to move out, you guys don't want me to move out. So now it feels like I'm stuck, and I'm gonna be that lady in the 80s with cats because.
Oh, but now with you, why is it easy to have a conversation with your aunt but not with your parents?
I think it's because of the relationship dynamic. You know, when certain things were not introduced to you at a young age, you grow up in them. So as an adult, me right now, I know that I can have certain conversations with my mom. It's so easy for me to come to my mom and say, Mang Mang got married to who, or Mang Mang ujolale Mang Mang. But it becomes some sort of angazi ukuthi inhloni or what. I'm not going to have that conversation about myself and who I'm with. And I was telling that person during the week, I think it was easy, not easier as per se, but it wasn't difficult for me to navigate dating as per se, because most of my friends were gents, right? So I could just say, no, this is my friend, right? But you can see the difference between, because Sienna wouldn't just randomly rock up in the evening, you know, every day or every second day and whatnot. There's a certain extent where I see bips, you know. Now the elephant starts entering and expanding in the room. Actually, you do certain things with this certain person at this certain time on this certain day, but that the relationship dynamic that we have does not allow us to actually sit down. So it was easier for me to actually talk with my aunt, because we talk about, I feel like we always have deep conversations where I even said that you guys actually are the reason that, like, parents, you as abazali, because I was just generalizing it as all parents, you guys don't create a platform for us to express ourselves.
So now, do you think
the responsibility falls upon us, Askies?
Yes.
The responsibility falls upon us.
So now, do you think it would be easier if maybe like for you, you say it's easier to have a conversation with your aunt, right? If you now are ready to have a conversation with your parent, you bring your aunt in the room and then you guys can have a group discussion about it.
Everybody divide in groups. We're going to talk about relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've tried this several times. Maybe it's also easier because of her age group, because she's towards my age more than my mother is, you know. But then it's also that type of friendship that you have with your aunts, type of compatibility that you have with your aunts that you struggle to have with your mom. Like I said, we come from different backgrounds and different upbringings. I grew up not fearing ya hore, like just a reverence for my parent. Like, my parent is there, I can't disappoint them. I can't have certain conversations with them. I even said to my aunt, this is why we end up going to the streets and we learn certain things from the streets. You know, I'm where I am because of the grace and the favor that has been upon me. But there's someone else out there that is lost, that doesn't know what to do or how to have these conversations with their parents. We don't know how to start these conversations. What do you say? So let's talk. You know, there's someone now in my life. Their name is
maybe not like that. Maybe just, even if you are already dating, ask your parents. So hey, since I'm at this certain age, how would you feel if I were to come to you and say that I'm dating? And then just hear what they say. If they say hi, then you know I'll carry on outside in the streets.
I'll try again next
No, we're not doing this.
Yeah. I also want to know what you guys think about this. How is it for you guys? How do you navigate these conversations with your parents, even outside of just umjolo? I think the umjolo was the closest thing because it's everyone. I think almost everyone can relate to this. But even in terms of when you want to move out, you know, and your parents haven't cut the umbilical cord, they are very attached.
Yeah,
we're having this conversation, Mabane Hore. There's this emotional responsibility that you have to have towards, like, for your parents. Your parents carry this mindset, Hore, I gave my life, I gave my all in you, so now you owe me the rest of your life.
If there's one thing that I'm grateful for, is that I didn't get that. I didn't get those parents. Because I felt no, that one is heavy. That one is heavy because number one, I didn't even ask to be here. So now I'm taking care of you. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like now it feels like, you know, the thing like where now you leave home. Let's say you go and work in like Cape Town or Durban or whatever, and then now you leave home and now your mom is saying, yo, I want to put in this maybe like a ceiling. Now you need to make sure that the ceiling is installed at home. But now when you think about it, you're like, but Mzali, why didn't you do it? The reason, the things that made you not be able to do that, I'm also trying to fight that. So it's not that I don't want to.
Yeah.
Give me time.
Yeah.
Because also it's not nice being told what to do. You understand? Black text, it's not nice.
It's not nice. It's not nice.
Now your mom is gonna say, yeah. Now it's like, you know, that with the 14,000 that you have, half has to go home.
Yeah, not even half, 10K.
Yo, guys, and
not
you still
even
need
half,
to pay
10,
rent.
yes, you still need to make sure that you have something to eat.
And then middle of the month, your mother's gonna say, yo, ngikhalele i-KFC. Njani mzali anamali. And then they're gonna ask you
bottle get a bottle girl.
And then they're gonna ask you, Kanti, what are you working? Like, why are you working if you don't have money? What are you asking?
Yeah. I'm really grateful, Uguti, you didn't necessarily have that experience. If there's one thing I look up to your parents for, is that they try to make life easy for you, their best ever. But I remember saying this to you, in as much as they try to give you the best life, you always try to find your independence outside of it, and you don't become too dependent on it, because we have people that become dependent on that they become because all they depend on is, or not all they depend on. I saw a tweet, I think during the week, where someone said there's nothing as nice as knowing, Guti, you come from a family where you can just leave a job that's toxic, because at home you'll always be welcomed. I agreed with it to a certain extent, but I'm like, what happens when you start abusing that? Because at some point it's like you take advantage of that. You see it with, and these people become labeled the cheese boy, the cheese girl, because they know, even if I fail this module, time out there, you know, it takes you 3 years to complete a 1-year course, not because you don't have the academic capacity, but wabapala, and you're wasting it. Then there's some of us who knows, that's why
in a friend.
And it becomes like a constant, it's pressure that you push on yourself, It's pressure that it's like you say, it's the things that now, the responsibilities that your parents fail to fulfill, that now gets pushed onto you. Now you have to carry your routine. We've been living at that household for X amount of years. There was no ceiling, there was no this, there was, and it's not that there was no financial, yeah, but it was also not that there was no finances to do that. But the finances didn't do what they were supposed to do. But now that I'm finding my feet, I'm starting here, I need to enjoy my 20s. I'm in my 20s. I need to
flourish.
I need to get bottle girls come to me and give me. You're gonna
buy
sing.
Le Creuset,
You
guys.
get me. I need to buy Le Creuset. I need to get a Le Creuset. I need to get a smeg. But you feel guilty just by buying a Le Creuset, a small little nyana Le Creuset. A small little nyana Le Creuset. Why? Because ekhaya babheke bani wena. Kuyabona with the example, yeah, staying in Cape Town. Let's talk about when you're actually still staying at home, because that's me. I relate to that part of staying at home, and I can't even move out because, and this is the first time I'm being open about this conversation. Staying at home, and now every responsibility is being pushed onto me, to the point where I can't even, if I wanted to move out, I can't, because I know I can't move out before this and this is finished in the house. It's a deafening silence. It's not spoken about, but you can feel the tension. Every time you talk about moving out, no, but how can you move out, Mara? There's no you get me? And it pushed me to a point where I even had a conversation with my aunt, and I said to her, I feel like I don't mind doing these things when they come out of the goodness of my heart. But with now, it comes out of the fact that I'm paying for someone that didn't do things when they were supposed to do it. It's a different conversation. And I made an example about I don't want to mention her name, but she's big on social media. And I said, it's so admirable what her family allowed her to do. It doesn't know, I don't know if she comes from a privileged background or she doesn't, but when she developed her career, she was given that space and platform to build a life for herself first. Maybe, I don't know how many years it took. Let's say it took 10 years or X amount of years. Then when it was the right time, she went back home. See, with a lot of content creators nowadays, where now everyone is in a privileged position to go back home, work, like ulukise high and what so not. And I'm like, I was so wish most of our parents could allow us to do this. But the problem is the attachment. The problem is the umbilical. The problem is you're being treated like you owe them your whole life. How about we stop that?
How?
Unfortunately, sometimes it has to take setting boundaries. Number one.
Our black parents don't understand boundaries.
Unfortunately, I think I've said it before, Guti. I've reached a point where I say that regardless of what I say or what I do, I'll never be enough, or I'll never seen, or I'll never be acknowledged for what I'm doing. So I just do me anyway. I even said it out loud to everyone. That's the place where I'm comfortable with having these conversations. I'm not comfortable sitting down and saying, oh yeah, relationship in. But I'll sit down and say, you know what, I've realized that I've pushed, I've done this, I've done that, I've done that. Anything I say, anything I do will never be enough for you guys. So unfortunately, I'll have to. You can't say no all the time. No, I don't know how you guys do it, but that's how I do it. You can't do anything. You can't say anything.
And unfortunately, there are some people out there that are literally dying in silence.
They are.
They are giving their all and they don't have anything.
Yes.
And they're still not doing enough.
Some people move out of home not because they want to, but because they're have
running
to.
Away.
They have to. They have to. I remember someone saying, Guti, it's so better loving your family from a distance. It's so better loving your family from a distance, because when you are here, it's emotionally taxing, it's mentally taxing. I'm an adult. KPI. You know, presentation, this, that, work.
Hey, and
you know,
coming up.
Always trapping you this side. Do you get me? Then you have to come back home and be a child again.
You have to be a child that handles
adult things.
Exactly.
How are you able to sit at the table with adults, ka family meeting, but at the end of the family meeting, you need to remember, Guti, you can't go out when you want to, or you can't do whatever you want to.
they expect you to pay certain things in the house. But then if you have something to say, they're gonna say,
who do you think you are?
You are just a child.
But I'm
paying. What do you mean? Oh no, what are you gonna what are you telling me?
It comes from my pocket, bro.
But I'm a child.
But I'm a child.
You're asking me a 50 rand for what is this? A dumpy. But I'm a baby.
Another part, I think this is gonna be the last part, which I slightly mentioned earlier on. How do you know what parentification is? Now you are parenting your parents. You are the one that is responsible for providing emotional support for your parents.
Oh, so thank you. I don't get it. Yo. Aha.
Listen, this is a build-up of you are the child, you're the adult. Now you enter into parentification mode. You have to parent everyone. People that are how many years older than you. Let's not even say your parents. When I say your parents, I'm not saying your mother and father. I'm saying your aunts, your uncles, your extended family. You know, now you have to be the parent. Now you have to be, to provide the emotional support that they don't have. Like they emotionally lean on you. Like when I say Uguti, I gave you my life. I invested. I left school. I mean, I didn't ask you to respectfully. Yes, it's fine. You did it out of love. But now you're making me do it out of obligation. And I think another aspect that hinders it more is people who don't know emotional love. They were emotionally neglected. Some can relate, some can't relate. But people who have been emotionally neglected, who have childhood wounds, and okay, personally, let's say I'm at an age where I read books. I read a lot of books about because I'm trying to see, what my love languages are, what are the cause of my love languages, what not. And we come across videos, oh, you need to forgive your parents because they didn't know better. Yes, there's no manual. Yes, I do. But now it's an emotional labor that it is upon me. I don't know if I'm making sense, Mahoti. Like it's an emotional labor that is upon me, Uguti, for all the years. All the years. I now become the emotional bro, I'm just a girl.
And it's difficult because our parents they experienced apartheid. We didn't experience it, guys. How am I going to now be there for you? I don't know what trauma you had.
You get me. Someone said, why don't parents have friends?
That is true.
Because she was referring to a video that she saw on TikTok where this girl, there's now this other trend, parents are becoming friends. Parents are becoming friends with their children, ne? And this other girl was like, guys, I can't do anything. 2 minutes, I'm in my room, my mom is here. And I've also seen it.
Yes.
And I didn't really think much of it, but then we started having a conversation. I'm gonna try to be vulnerable about it a bit because she actually triggered a certain. I didn't see it like that until we had a conversation about it. I'm like, actually, you're onto something when you say, why don't parents have friends? At a certain age, I don't know if you've noticed, Mohoti, like they don't have friends.
Yes, my mom also doesn't have friends, and I asked her why. Actually, I didn't ask her. It was a conversation, and I guess at that time she thought that I had too much friends. And then she was like, yeah, no, like me, I don't have friends because I don't trust friends. I'm like, but okay, you don't trust friends, but at least have one. Do you understand? But yeah, parents really don't have friends. They don't.
But the question is why? Why don't parents have friends?
Yeah, Mkhosi, I think we should wrap it up. What would your final words be to someone out there that is struggling with navigating how to be an adult in a household? Yeah? Keep holding on. Hold on. Holding on to what? It's going to get bumpy. Like I said when I started Mkhosi, this battle is not yours. Ish.
You are picked to be. God said you are my a soldier. And you need to soldier on.
Whether you went to training or not. Because whether you went to training or not.
I literally can't say go for therapy. Can we even afford therapy at this point?
That's true. That's true. Because not only do you need to go to therapy, your family also has to go to therapy.
Because it doesn't make sense you working on yourself.
But the family dynamic is still the way
they're still triggering.
Yeah.
And they don't understand what trigger means, but it's fine. What's that trigger is tunya? But yeah. But
that's what trigger is. Okay, thank you so much, Jean-Fati, for being here. Thank you for the conversation.
Thank you for having me.
It was really insightful. I hope you guys also enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Please don't forget to tell us how you feel about this. I held your hand through it, like my bestie held my hand through it. Find someone to hold your hand through it. If you know someone that is going through this, please share this with them. If you're going through it, please leave your thoughts with us. Remember, this is a safe space and we are here to navigate life. Whether we have it, whether we don't. Like she said, the show should go on. Bestie, it was nice having you. My name is Masesi and it was lovely having you in the Crown Room. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your brothers. Share with your sisters. Share with their sisters and their other sisters. Much love from me to you from the Crown Room. Love you guys. See you in the next episode.